It's set to HDMI out.
Sure. Okay.
But we have to start, dude. State-ranked teams about to clash for the right to return to regionals here on a beautiful afternoon in Lexington, where top-seeded Celina will face number 2 Ontario in the Division III District Championship. You can enjoy all the action right here on the OH Report. We have got your pre-game coverage starting right now as we welcome you inside of the Mechanics Bank pre-game show. Traditional powerhouses here in the Northwest District, spot in the Sweet 16 up for grabs. And we are pleased to bring you the action here from Lexington High School. I am Brian Skronsky. Travis Berardi is with me.
Hello.
And 2 top seeds making it to the finals. I think everybody kind of projected this would happen, Travis. And here we are. Should be a great matchup.
I mean, Ontario, it seems like they pitch a tent in the district championship match. It's the only thing is, can they get past it? They did last year. The 2 years before that, they were kind of favored. Unable to do the job. Can Larry Atkinson's squad do it today as a bit of an underdog, the 2 seed against the 1?
Let's tell you about Ontario and their journey up to this point. They play an incredibly challenging regular season schedule. It really helps prepare them for the tournament. And how about that number? 17th consecutive season that Larry Atkinson's Warriors are right here competing for a district championship.
Crazy.
And this could be one of his most talented teams to date. He's got a couple All-Ohio wins and certainly a lot of weapons across the board.
I mean, yeah, most of the girls back were from that district championship team last year, and they were very impressive. Just lost a tough match up in the regional, but the back maybe got that taste of regional last year. They want to get back there and maybe do more this season.
Them OAC champs have been red hot here this season, and they return a great talent into the lineup, Braelyn Llewellyn. She missed the last couple of weeks here. She was dealing with a knee injury, provides another goal-scoring option along with Addie and Hattie. Several multi-goal sessions on the season. She was healthy enough to play the other night in the semifinal, decided to save her for today. That way she can be closer to 100%.
Yeah, and I mean, it could benefit her as well. They didn't quite need her throughout the tournament run, but, she's had a little rest, so she might be a little bit more energized than her teammates who've been playing the last couple.
But the opponent on the other side, the number 1 seed in the Celina Bulldogs, runners-up in the Western Buckeye League to Ottawa Glandorf, who Ontario beat this season. They've got multiple all-league selections at every single level on the field. Talking to Coach, they're going to be a possession-style team. They're going to try to play with 8 back today against this incredibly high explosive offense that Ontario has. They've rarely been scored on this season. Only gave up 2 goals once all year. That to Shawnee, the team they just beat in the semifinal. Celina is one of those teams that they make the most of their opportunities. They don't get a ton on offense, but when they do, they tend to put them in the back.
Yeah, and I mean, defense is the key, especially when you get this late, because if you play a great job on defense and get 1 or 2 chances and score on there, we've seen this many times that the better team doesn't come out the winners because of a great defensive effort.
But this is an offensive weapon that we are highlighting here for the player spotlight. Rachel Rammel, sensational senior season. She's a first-team all-league performer. Coach said she's the focal point right at the top of the attack, and she's going to require some extra attention from Ontario today. Jilly Grayson, Jazzy Johnson, everybody on the back line is going to need to be ready to try to take her on when she gets into the attacking third. First touch, though, here this afternoon is for Ontario as we are officially underway. That'll put a bow on our Mechanics Bank pregame show.
Beautiful day here. Freezing cold this morning, but it's got up to around 55, 60 degrees, sunshine, and soccer weather here.
Yeah, talking to both coaches, they felt like this was perfect conditions here for a district championship. The field conditions were a little bit slippery. That was about a half hour ago, so with the sun shining out here, hopefully it's been able to dry things up a bit and make for prime positions for each of these 2 teams today.
Yeah. Hate the condensation, but you got to play with it. Hope the cleats are nicely cleaned and got some nice new cleats in there because, after a whole season, you want to get that switched out for the tournament run. You never know when a slip could cost you.
You see right there the ball just kind of skidding across the grass out of bounds. We got a throw in on the way here for the Warriors.
And early on, you see them really controlling the pace here. Celina yet to even see the ball pass midfield into Ontario territory. As I say that, they just get it across. But this is what we'll probably be seeing here for most of this match is Ontario applying the pressure against this 8-back defense.
Here comes Jordan Yeager, step over, looking to find some space. Flips it out for Sasha Bolakowski, and she's really improved her crossing ability this year. Had a Jugovic from distance. Oh. It's tipped, misplayed by the keeper in a near costly effort right there, though it does slip out for a corner.
Take a look at the replay here, and she just, had the curving towards the side post, deflected out, but the first major chance for the Warriors right here coming with the corner.
Jugovic had a hat trick in the semifinals. The most potent goal scorer in the history of Ontario girls soccer. Driven in low near post, never really made it into the field of play. Jordan Yeager out at the flag right there, and they put her on the ball in these corner kick situations so far throughout the tournament. Addie Pittman was taking them earlier in the year. Now they're electing to play her in the field and see if the second greatest goal scorer in the history of the program can get some more opportunities off of those set-piece chances.
You get multiple goal scorers as well. I mean, it kind of opens up things for the Lady Warriors, and that's why they've been so good, and that's why you see multiple hat tricks by multiple players this year for Ontario. They just, any given day, somebody can show out for this squad.
Great turnover caused here by Jugovic in the middle. First touches here for Addie Pittman. Tried to thread the needle. Coasted through the back line there. Alexa Pearson with a nice step.
Lady Warriors pretty darn good on the passing attack so far today. Nearly had an open chance there.
Pittman will keep it in here with those hot, bright pink cleats. Can't miss them. Now here's Jugovic, left foot inside, trying to get Kaylee Hale to track it down. It'll be swatted out. Business decision made here by Kristen Garrity.
Yeah, Hale kind of stopped just for a second, trying to lead her. That stop caused her to underrun the ball there. Ball goes by, and thankfully they get possession back, but they'll get a throw in deep.
Off the turn, off balance that time was Kendall Thomas.
Nice run out here.
Chance for a 2-on-3, and this is where Celina tends to really thrive. Though they lose it here. Alina Vondenheuvel, second leading scorer on the team, just didn't have the speed to keep it in play.
Yeah, that, and also just the ball kept bouncing down on that right sideline, unable to corral it to keep it in bounds.
Bulldogs get it back here, throw in. As we're 4.5 minutes into the competition, we've had one shot attempt so far.
And it was a good one. Forced a corner, but the corner was offline. Here's a good chance.
Bulldogs maneuvering through the middle. This is poked out by Peyton Rhodes down to the flag. Vonderheuvel tracks it down. She's got the cross, but no problem here for Emma Fogel. 2-year starter in net for Larry Atkinson.
Yeah, no one really in front of her with the shield, so she's able to just have a clean path right to the ball. Shuts down the angle, comes out, gets it, easy save.
Instant replays today brought to you by Eatmor Bundt. And who doesn't need that in their diet on the regular? Travis, come on.
I mean, nothing Bundt cake for me.
You got to save room for dessert, my friend.
Oh,
misplay
no.
by Jazzy. And here comes Rammel. Left foot, but right at Fogel.
I mean, she had the opportunity. The defender down further at first played the cross, gave her an open opportunity, but going to the left kind of cut down the angle, and that's great defense there, too, to also shut that angle down.
Meanwhile, the ball floats out left side here for the freshman Mia Moten, sizing up the defender here. That's Colby Kinney. And now Yeager takes aim from about 30 yards out, redirected back to midfield. Little collision, lower body there for Rhodes, bump Yeager. And it takes a hop out here. Bulldogs lob it to the midfield. Sydney McManus dropping it back.
Ontario for the first 5 minutes really controlled the pace on the offensive end, but now the Bulldogs, getting a couple takeaways, getting some run-outs, and evening the chance.
Both Bulldog shots on frame so far. The Warriors just have one from Jugovic.
100% accuracy so far, Mr. Skoronsky, by both teams.
Been taking dead aim on target. Bulldogs, you see, really pack it in defensively. 9 back defending here at this point. Scaredy locked up in a battle with Kaylee Hale down in the corner. And now off a Yeager for a Bulldog throw. And look at this. They've got 6 fresh bodies checking in. And for the Bulldogs, jump into their keys to victory. Travis, yours is a big question mark to me, but for me, you just got to let Hattie and Addie eat if you're Ontario.
Yeah.
The exact opposite. Take the meal off of their plate if you are Celina.
Well, I like making people wonder and wait for mine, and mine is just give yourself a chance. Like I said, I've seen this multiple times where a team's gotten maybe 1 or 2 chances at net, scored, and played a phenomenal defensive effort against a better team, and that's what they need to do today. So the defense is key for them, but also if they get a chance, they got to take advantage of it.
Sasha Bulovkoski, probably the fastest player on the field today, state champion track star. able to coast over, grab that one, and we got our first foul of the early afternoon. It'll favor Ontario. Jilly Grayson's got it teed up. Sophomore's got a very strong, powerful leg on that back line. She's able to find Yeager, flicks it to herself, but cut off here by Brenna Court.
That was a good job, not pushing her, not fouling, just getting around and getting the steal.
Good ball up out in front of Hale. Finds Jugovic. Give and go right back to her. Warriors got him fanned out all along the 18. Kaylee cuts it back against the grain, but it gets disrupted last moment. Two contrasting styles here. You see Ontario, they're leaving Grayson kind of back on that island in that center back role. A lot of speed on the outside in the backer positions too. Jazzy Johnson right here on the defense. She's able to really recover, allowing them to come up in the midfield as this is a great ball from Pittman on the money. Jugovic one-on-one, and she scores. Hattie makes it 1-0, 9.5 minutes into the match. Her reign has been spectacular. Didn't get a junior campaign in the playoffs due to injury. She is making up for it here. 4 goals in the last 90 minutes of action.
I mean, that was just a beauty right there for the goal. I mean, take a look at the replay. She's able to get past the defender there and just strike it to the right side. And, I mean, who else but one of the best goal scorers in the history of Ontario High School to get you a 1-0 lead in this district championship match?
127th goal of Hattie's career. Looking for her 60th win today as well. Both her and Addie Pittman, 4-year starters. Sasha Bolakowski, you can throw right in that mix too, and she gets pushed down, says Ali Hemmelgard. Both fouls have sent Sasha down to the grass. As the Warriors in a bit better position here.
Yeah, now
free kick.
Now it's going to be interesting to see what the Bulldogs have to do here. You're down 1-0. I mean, there's plenty of time left, but as this match goes on, will they get out of this this defensive game plan here and try and force the issue a little bit more? Because, one, you don't want to let Ontario take a multi-goal lead because they're very lethal when they do that. And two, I mean, confidence is everything. You got to try and strike back right now.
Maddie Rammel, freshman, getting some minutes here. Checked up by Willow Harris, who just checked in.
Oh, nice little flick by Pittman.
Addie's got such great creativity, and I just love when both her and Jugovic are in the middle. They've just got that, what do they call, like the ESP. They kind of just understand.
That Wi-Fi. We call it Wi-Fi now, you know?
Locked in.
That Wi-Fi connection.
And they always got the password. Never protected.
I think, nearly knocked out off of somebody, but Bulakowski touched it last.
Flicked up by Johnson. Here's the freshman. Cut off. I mentioned that she's got great recovery speed, the acceleration. It was really what sets Jazzy apart. Not cleared very well, though, so Miley Warrants able to track it down, but here's Grayson. Excellent read and a clearance out to midfield.
Yeah, and that's something too. Speed kills. You may think, oh, I have a couple feet, couple yards on the latest defender. I can get this to the goal. No, not with Jazzy.
5 subs about to check in here for Celina. So we'll jump into our keys to victory now for Ontario. And again, Travis?
I actually put something down for this one.
Here?
You've been here. How many years in a row is this for Ontario? So mostly everybody playing except for some of these freshmen that are out there have been in a situation like this. You're not new to this. You shouldn't have too much of the jitters. Just play your game because you've been in this situation many a time.
And it's got to be about the midfield pressure for Ontario. They've got their 2 star players there in the middle, and if they can just kind of dictate the tempo as we get a foul here, and it's going to be a push-off here against the Bulldogs, 3rd time they've been called over the last few minutes. You got to rely on your 2 seniors to come out here and provide pressure. They're going to be the 2 best players on the field. I think that was an understanding by both coaching staffs. David Hammonds said on on film. They obviously they stick out. He even knew. I said they've got a couple of nice players. He's like, yeah, Addie and Hadley, they're fantastic,
yes.
of course. Great ball. Here's Bolakovsky trying to keep it in.
Oh, did she get the deflection? No, she did not.
Sasha's so deadly here on this right side. As mentioned, she'll probably have the foot speed to get past just about anybody that they throw at her. Bria Pearson right now is the left outside winger for the Bulldogs. So we return to action. Elena Vihorn off of the restart.
Sasha with a nice kick away from the Bulldog player to get it back towards Ontario. And, I mean, this is just a hounding defense by the Lady Warriors so far. Not really many chances since we saw early on for the Bulldogs.
And that's really just their style of play. That's what the coaching staff for Ontario kind of identified, is that they are going to sit back. They're in a 3-5-2 here today. Switched it up a little bit. But they know that they're just going to try to, park 7 or 8 in the box at all times. And then if they can, try to hit you with the counterattack. And Ontario can be vulnerable to that at times, as aggressive as their midfield is.
And with so much speed, you don't, the 3-5-2, 2 back there. But with speed, they could actually play like 3, just because they're able to cut down angles. They're able to, go from one side to the other. But it just speed kills. And it's, you talk about the speed on the offensive end. But for defense as well, if you're able to pull them back and allow them to run around, it opens up things to allow you to get that 5 up in the middle.
Big ball played out in space. It's from Rhodes trying to find Hamill off the chase down. And it'll be licked out of there. Jilly Grayson cleaning up the mess, and
I think nearly 2 on that pass. It almost hit the hand of Johnson, but she was able to just avoid it. That could have been trouble. At least make the referee think about a call inside the box there. But no harm, no foul there.
Great find here on the perimeter. Pearson give and go to the outside. Johnson eliminates the cushion there and flares it out. We've got a throw-in coming up here for the Dogs.
And again, closeout speed. I mean, we're at Lexington. They've got some good defensive backs able to close out an OCC championship last night, but being able to close out here too, it really, it's lethal.
Llewellyn now checking in to the match. She was our player spotlight tonight. Getting her first varsity minutes after being lost for a couple of weeks. We'll see how well Braelyn adjusts. She's got the big knee cast on here today.
But still, how great does that feel to be able to get back out there in a game like this?
Great back and forth. We might have got a jersey tug there at the end. So Rachel Rammel is going to draw the foul right there, I think, with the extension of the left arm. 5th foul already here on Celina.
Yeah, none for the Lady Warriors. And it's just, that aggressiveness of the Bulldogs trying to, close things down, trying to make up for the speed difference. And that's probably frustrating them.
See who ends up with possession here. It's Pelfrey. And she'll just punch it down on the opposite side of the turf here.
Almost midway through this opening half. The Bulldogs have had some chances, but it still feels like Ontario's been in control.
Yeah, 2 shots on each side. Each of them have been on frame. Of course, Jugovic able to deliver the lone goal of the match up to this point. She's got each shot offering so far here for Ontario. Who's going to make a quick substitution. And Braelyn checking out. And didn't quite look like herself out there, so it can be an adjustment period, just getting back reacclimated to gameplay, and especially against one of the top teams in the state. I believe Celina ranked number 8 in the final poll.
Yeah, but don't let that poll deceive you. Ontario, because of the opponents they played, if they would have played a lighter schedule, Larry Atkinson wouldn't play a lighter schedule. I mean, he's Larry Atkinson. But if he were to, and they get some wins against teams that they'd beat, Ontario would be in the top 10 as well. I mean, they're that good, but they wanted to test themselves to get ready for the tournament.
Oh, heavy tackle on the outside. Well done. Big piece of the ball by Garrity.
We'll take a look at that next stoppage.
Bulldogs try to funnel it to the middle. Undercooked here for Peyton Rhodes. Neither team able to possess right now as it's crunched out right at the 4 players at the flag. And here is that hard tackle.
Ooh, she got the ball first and then went through. I mean, maybe a half second later, that might have been a foul because of how late it was. But they still play on. I like the no call. Physicality on one side, speed on the other.
Willow Harris going to come to the middle now. And always a good decision to find Hattie. Plenty of room out in front. Here's Jugovic at the controls. Now Mia Moten has really infused this offense up top with a lot of speed. Great skill set, too, for just a freshman. Nearly double-digit goals for her this year. But this is the player that you got to try to identify when they get on the outskirts of the 18, Hattie.
Oh, you can't do that. Oh, they escaped. I mean, with Hattie there, you can't kick it right back at her because she has that ability to corral the ball and maybe get another shot on net. The Bulldogs really escaped what could have been disaster right there.
And they're going with the strategy here, Travis, to try to be fresh throughout the duration of the game. We see a lot of teams here in our area. Clear Fork certainly comes to mind, 4, 5, 6 subs at a time, and just hope in the long run that your opponent kind of wears down. We've seen Larry only go to his bench twice so far here in this first half. We're about halfway through. So won't be that big of a factor here early in the game. Does it catch up to him later? We'll have to find out.
Well, I mean, you kind of have an in with this Ontario squad with your daughter being on the team, so you know what the training aspects for the Lady Warriors are, and both the Atkinsons, they run a tight ship there. They get their girls ready to run if the other team wants to just go up and down the pitch with them.
Oh, great ball. It's headed. Here's Jugovic looking to track it down. Left foot.
Wow.
Hattie for 2. Warriors extend their lead, and you see the smile on her face. Boop. 1 shot, 1 kill. Warriors lead it by a couple.
I mean, that's so huge for the Lady Warriors. They got the 2-goal lead now. Celina, they may have to change some things up now. They may have to get a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end because a 2-goal deficit, extremely hard to come back on against this speedy Warriors squad. I'm going to show you the full on replay here, Brian, as this was just a thing of beauty. Look at that ball. Just missed the header to bring it back, and as our friend Jesse Ryder would say, what a goal, what a goal.
Yeah, he had one of those calls the other night here at Lexington as well, identical. And we had some great ones from Lady Lex, who's in action right now for anybody who wants to check in on them. They are competing
this match?
Up at Millbury Lake. Zip right now. Looks like that's right at the midway point as well. Mami, the number 2 seed. Lexington, the number 1.
The best thing about, I think you were about to say this, the winners of these districts will play each other.
Right.
So, I mean,
there's a chance.
There's a chance of having another backyard rivalry, this time for a spot in the Elite 8. Oh, come on. Sign me up.
Pittman off the redirect. Got deflected. That's her shot so far.
4 shots, all on target. We're 6 for 6 today, both sides.
Jugovic turning towards the middle. Left foot outpaces Mia Moten. Big punt here towards the middle. McManus plays it out of the air, so it's won by Yeager. 50-50, so belong to Ontario. Right in stride here, Bulakowski.
Yeah. Oh, great job keeping that in.
Does keep it in. Backtracks left foot.
Pearson, though, with a better job staying with it and keeping her from getting that cross.
Big boot across the middle here. Jilly Grayson, no problem handling it.
Oh, little stop and go action. Oh, and a beautiful pass right at the feet of Moten, but unable to handle it.
Fogel will come meet this. And a little bit of gamesmanship, just taking her time, catching some breath. I'm never quite sure about those plays other than did she just expend some energy? I don't know. I never really understand why the
You got to
keepers
ask
do
Larry that. Like, it's 1,000, 2, I mean, there's no shot clock, no play clock. You don't get to delay a game unless you do something extremely outrageous there. Referee might warn you, but that's the beautiful game, Brian. Sometimes very slow and not that much action. A lot of action here, though, today.
Yeah, Warriors have really brought the pace. Now from the middle, the freshman Rammel had a chance. Really heavy touch. Didn't have an opportunity there for a shot attempt. And now here's the leak out. Addie Pittman, a chance for a one-on-one with the keeper. The lefty sets it up. It's 3-0. The senior connection going off. 110th goal of Pittman's career. And this one in absolute beauty. That's just all speed and skill.
I'm wow. You think the squad wants back-to-back district championships, Brian? I mean, they're leaving no doubt early on, but this is the point. In soccer and hockey, a 3-goal lead is the hardest lead to hold on to. So what you need to do, get that fourth. Just get that fourth right now. Get that out of the way.
Ontario has much bigger dreams, goals, and aspirations this year than just winning a district title. And they're putting it on full display here this afternoon. A team that they get prepared during the regular season. You look at their losses here on the year.
Mm-hmm.
The regular season finale at Dublin Kaufman, they're a district champion. They lose to Medina earlier in the year. They're the #1 team in Division I.
In Division I, yeah.
And they really competed well. My
Yes.
daughter said that was the best match they played all season long. They're undefeated. And then Olentangy Liberty, guess what? They all have in common. District champions, all three of them, Ontario.
They had a lead in that match, too.
Yeah, that was a fantastic match. I think Liberty was the best game that I've personally watched Ontario play this year. I thought they competed very well against a big school out of Columbus.
So once again, Larry not afraid out of conference. I mean, no offense to the MOAC, but outside of Clear Fork, not much of a test that they could get. So you got to schedule the tough squads out of the conference. Kind of like what we saw with Madison the years they went to the Final Four, the championship match, and winning the state championship. They went up to Findlay that year. They played some other tough competition, but what did it do? It helped them in the tournament, and where did they go?
In a rematch with Granville in the championship.
What a game. That was our first taste of a state championship match as well. That was great down at Cruz Stadium. And again, look at the defensive effort there by the Lady Warriors, just knocking it off the Bulldog player.
And this is where Mia Moten really can become a factor. She's got that high energy motor. A freshman just never seems to ease up off the gas. And I think just pushing the pace up there, it allows for something like this. A little bit of a rush here for Celina.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got Ontario with the ball in hand, 3-0 lead. And the two-star players looking like it.
I mean, leave no doubt. And they've been doing that thus far. I mean, they get another goal here. We might be thinking about a landslide victory. And, I mean, just past the halfway point as well. Keep the foot on the gas because you never know what could happen in a district championship match. It seems like on our 35th stream of the week as well here on the OH Report.
I think we've had more.
Just for you and I combined, I mean.
This is my 7th call of the week.
Wouldn't know from your voice.
I'm doing great.
I was the same way earlier in the week, too. It was, yeah, just get some tea. Keep getting that tea, I should say.
I think I had 13 cups yesterday. Got me through my Friday. I'm on cup number 1 right now.
Well, subs are coming in, so let's take another live look in at the other squad. Well, the squad that actually calls this pitch home, Lady Lex and Mommy. Mommy 6-8-4, a number 2 seed. I mean, they've had some tough competition as well this season.
Yeah, and I think Lexington, you would certainly say, would have the more generous opponents on this tournament run. As we get across here, back post, but it skips right in front of Vanderhoovel. Just looking for her 10th goal of the season. It's cleared out of there. So we've got Pittman now.
Yeah.
Moving to a new role. She was outside right winger. Now she's left and playing a bit more of a defensive role. And the great part about Addie is she's just so effective anywhere. It doesn't matter. You could probably put her in at keeper. She'd be the best player on the field.
Here's that near cross that almost could have set up the first goal for the Bulldogs, but just outside the reach. And Pittman also playing well. And, you get a 3-goal lead. The Atkinsons sending her back there because, like you said, she's that versatile. She's like a dual threat quarterback. You can you can run it, you can pass it. Well, she can score you some goals, but she can also play very good defense on the backside.
Lob shot from deep over the top of the defense. No problem there for Emma Fogel.
And these might not look like, hard shots at her, but with a 3-goal lead, at least it keeps her awake. It keeps her focused. And, just every save that she makes is just going to keep giving her confidence and keep letting her shut down the Bulldog defense as we take a look at this foul right here.
This foul brought to you by Eatmor Bundt. Always save room for desserts. McManus dropping down to the turf there, and that's the 6th foul here on Celina. Ontario has not committed an infraction yet.
The bump created the bunt replay.
Mm-hmm. Thomas, great ball, lobs out in front for Hattie, and it forces Colby Kinney just to punch it out here in front of a pro-Warrior standing audience along the fence line.
And good for Ontario making the long trip down Lex Spring Mill Road.
Yeah, my daughter didn't have to leave the house for the bus trip. I was like, "You're not leaving until 10:30?" She's like, "Yeah, Dad, it's like a 10-minute drive over there." So.
I beat everybody here, pretty much. That's how everybody's like, we're going to get here at a decent time. And, yeah.
A little overcooked there from Jugovic as Kaylee Hale can't seem to trot it down. Be out for the Bulldogs.
And, yeah, they're going to get her Ontario's first foul, I believe.
That looked incidental to me on the replay. We do have the benefit of that. Free kick. One out of the air here by Ontario. They really have done a terrific job at finding those. It's a potential for a 3-on-3 formulating. We'll see if the Bulldogs can get something going out in space. Grayson misfires that one here to the near side, intended for Thomas.
But that's all created by Jazz, as she's went from one side to the other now, but she would not let the Bulldog forward make that turn. And that was good defense by her because she forced her to throw it outside, and really what could have been a chance for the Bulldogs turns into just another throw-in for the Lady Warriors.
And they'll have another coming up, leading 3-0 on our Panchos Tacos scoreboard here this afternoon. And if you're looking for the best Mexican food around,
so good,
head on down to Panchos Tacos. 3 locations, Mansfield, Belleville, and now in Mount Vernon. Over a year in business down there. Shout out to Margarito and the team for sponsoring us yet again. I cannot wait to come back in. He was asking me, brisket burrito and jalapeno margarita, and it's like, I got to work again, Margarito, but soon, sir, soon.
The jalapeno margarita, it sounds like, it might be too, no. Just the perfect amount of spice to go with it. I mean, your lips may be a little might need to bring the chapstick, but it is so good.
I always have chapstick, Travis. That's
I
never
do too.
an issue for me.
It's
Actually got a I've never heard of this. I got a boo-hoo basket delivered to me yesterday.
Yes, my Kelly, my girlfriend, we did boo baskets as well. Yeah, that's it's just another thing. Do you guys celebrate Sweetest Day? Do you know what Sweetest Day is? I
know it's the fake Ohio, Pennsylvania holiday, right? The Hallmark created. Is that right?
It's like another It's sweet. Yeah, it's like another Valentine's.
Is that soon or something?
Deal. I think it was in October.
Now you're thinking boo basket like out of love.
This was
a
boo
hoo basket
because you were sick.
It was all medicine.
Oh, okay. Well, they also have things called boo baskets too.
Oof. Well done by Jilly to play it with the chest. That way Fogel was allowed to handle it.
And I mean, watch the replay. Calm, composed with the defender right beside her. She knew if that goes off to the left, it's a good shot. But no, she stayed composed and just glanced it off the chest right to the keeper.
And what I love most, she's just a sophomore. If you just keep an eye on Jilly on the back line, she's trusted, of course, by Larry to be the center the center backer on an island sometimes. She's the vocal leader of the defense. Always dishing out directions.
And that's exactly what you need. I mean, think it sucked that they have so much time to get things. No, if you have that vocal lead, that could just give you that extra second to get ahead. And it's the difference. That's why any kids watching any sport, be vocal. Don't be afraid to overtalk. It could be the difference between a play that you make or maybe a goal given up or a touchdown scored, things like that. Always be vocal.
There's going to be an opportunity, I think, for Celina to try to capitalize. Hattie's gone over to the bench. Kendall Thomas taking a seat. Sid McManus as well. So we've got some fresh bodies in here.
This is an important 7 minutes.
And we got some kids that have not got a ton of playing time in the tournament. Ella Tem right now out there, number 6. So this is a chance for them to try to earn their worth out here on the tournament trail. But then also, like I said, for the Bulldogs, can you capitalize with the All-American over on the sideline?
Yeah, that's the main key right now. This is your chance. That's why I said this is a key 7 minutes. Larry and squad just trying to give her a little breather before the break, a little extra, so they can come out in the second half and really try and take it to them. But first, the ones that come in, you got to survive this next 6.5 minutes because you're up 3-0 or more. You're in a very good position to get this district championship, but if you give up one goal, it only takes one goal for the confidence to get back on the side of the Bulldogs.
Pittman's going to be the centerpiece now for Ontario on the offensive end. Great strike on stride here for Yeager. Sasha, a touch beyond the line.
Yeah, couldn't get the turn in time to keep it in. But it does keep the Bulldogs. Well, actually, no. They're going to give it to her now.
Interesting
call. So they
say
she didn't touch it until it passed the line.
Which is actually the correct call.
Yes.
And we got a goal kick. Moten was trying to plead her case.
I don't think there was enough there. Another good call by this reffing crew. It was just referees week 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and these are all referees that I have not seen at a game here in North Central Ohio so far this year. So when you get on the tournament trail, you're going to get some new staffs. And obviously, the deeper you go, they want the best possible crews out there.
By the way, you were at Lucas last night. How was your refereeing crew? Mine was quite the crew 2 weeks ago. It was their first games they were doing. So hopefully the Cubs had a little bit of a better time when they knocked off Crestline.
Yeah, the referees were pretty heavily involved at times, but I think watching the replays, for all good reason, as this is the first shot off target from either side here tonight. We've had 10 total shots, and this one from Pittman from deep, the first one not to be on frame.
I think that was like plus 20,000 on FanDuel for every shot to be on goal. So I'm sorry if you put a couple bucks down, you're not getting it back.
That's probably going to be the evolution now that NIL is available here with the emergency meeting by the OHSAA.
Well, there was a lot going on. Like Andy Jardy said last night, we Yeah, and on the football, not the football side.
Oh, great ball, but it leaps away. Yeager had it on her right foot. If she just gets a little bit.
It just
more
bounced
simple
on
touch,
her.
yeah. Bit of an unlucky break, but it'll set the Warriors up here, their second corner kick. They'll play it short, back to the feet of Pittman. This is where Addie's so dangerous, setting up with the left foot as she barrels that one to the right of net.
But again, Ontario continuing to just pepper the ball at the net. 7th shot they've taken, keeping the ball on that end as we hit the 3:30 mark remaining in this opening half. That has been pretty much dominated by the Lady Warriors. A few chances for the Bulldogs, but nothing doing for them. Ooh.
Jugovic just checking back in. She'll flip it down into the corner.
I think that should be, it's not. I thought it'd stay with Ontario, but it's going to go to the Bulldogs. Played off the heel there.
Whistle's going to go here against Llewellyn.
Second foul against the Lady Warriors here in this first half.
For the Bulldogs, these last 2.5 minutes, they could be really critical. If you
I was
go
about to
into
say
the
that,
breakdown three, I'm putting them out of the contest. If
Yep.
you can get something here, you've got a chance.
That free kick I was about to say. This is probably their best chance they have remaining.
Off the cross,
Ooh,
marked
great
up
job.
front. Yeah, Ruby Schleicher had a chance. The junior was tracking stride for stride there with Bulakowski.
But, Ontario up for the test. So we hit the 2-minute mark now.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Bulldogs starting to send numbers forward in more frequency.
Yeah, this is a preview of what you'll probably see here in the second half as well. They have to make changes now. They've given up 3 goals. They have to really get on the offensive, add a couple players up on that front. We'll get some substitutions here. So you talked about, you saw some of Ontario's best games played against non-conference opponents. How would you match that up with this first half they played here? Because it's been pretty darn good.
Yeah, no, I think that they're trending in the right direction. They've won 11 of their last 12 matches. That only lost to district champion Dublin Kaufman in Division 2. Great team, but that's what you need to get prepared for the tournament. And I threw a little bit of dirt on them a little bit earlier in the week, but Norwalk, they come down to this district every year. They have 13, 14 wins, and they just get crushed, absolutely crushed, because you look at their non-league schedule. They don't play anybody.
Yes.
So it behooves you. And we've seen Ontario a few years ago, I think when Addie and Hattie were sophomores, and they took quite a few licks outside of the league. But then they get into the tournament, and they have what it takes to get to a district final. 17 in a row for this program, and it's because Coach Larry, he knows that you have to play schools that are better than you out of Cleveland, out of Columbus area in order to get some quality looks, including they went up and they played the Western Buckeye League champion. Beat them, though, at their own place.
Well, also, you talk about getting the district championship 8 years in a row. The district semifinal was a test for them. They either had Lexington, they either had Clear Fork, they either had Madison most of those years, and that's in other districts might be a district champion. So they've been tested as well.
7, 6, 5, 4.
This will careen down into the corner, taking us into the break. Lady Warriors get a big ovation from their fans. They have earned it. Dominating Celina here, 3-0, 2 goals from Jugovic in the first 20 minutes. Pittman adding one of her own. We've got a commercial break baked in. When we come back, we will have your first half stats. Get you all set for half number 2 with our analysis. District Championship Saturday returns here in just a few.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
We carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
Tonight's, this afternoon I should say, is the district championship match brought to you on the OH Report and the NFHS Network thanks to our generous sponsors, Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank, Panchos Tacos, Come on down to Panchos Tacos to get the best food and drinks in town, located in Mansfield, Belleville, and now Mount Vernon. Try our delicious tacos, rice bowls, fajitas, and of course margaritas after the game. See you soon, amigos. Eatmor Bundt Co, located in Mansfield, Ohio, specializing in delicious bundt cakes and amazing cookies. Nothing but the best for them, Brian. Sutton Bank, earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Casasa. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. Charter Next Generation, hiring for high-paying jobs in a cutting-edge environment. And Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source, helping you choose effective vitamins and supplements and can prepare custom medications as prescribed by your healthcare provider or veterinarian to manage hormone balance, mouth soreness, pain, autoimmune conditions, and many more. Thank you all for allowing us to bring you this match on the OH Report as well as the NFHS Network.
It's halftime here at Lexington, and we bring you the halftime show presented by our friends over at Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. And their slogan, that's better. That's what you're thinking if you're Larry Atkinson.
Yes.
You look at the 17 consecutive district championship appearances. He started his career 7-1 in the finals.
Is that good?
And then some old crazy lady named Taylor Huff came through. And then all of a sudden, things really started to change. Madison wins 5 consecutive, 6 out of 7. Larry, of course, on the losing end of each of those, gets knocked off by Lexington 2 in an upset. But now, feels like they're turning the corner. Won last year. And to me, this was kind of a statement game for them. And just the air of confidence that I saw Larry have when I talked to him a little bit before the match today. He was just like, Celina, they don't really do anything that we haven't seen before. Plus, they really like to pack it back. If they're not going to try to hit us where it hurts, I really like our chances. So far, so good.
So they are who we thought they were so far in this first half. They tried the defensive effort, but I mean, Ontario just has too many guns in their arsenal to really just do what they wanted to do in that first half as you take a look at the halftime stats, Mr. Skoronsky.
Yeah, dominating the possession and pretty much every single metric favoring Ontario so far. The Bulldogs had 2 quality counterattacks. Probably should have been able to get a little bit better shot offering. Didn't really test Emma Fogel a bunch in that first half. Meanwhile, on the flip side for Ontario, most of their shots coming on frame. I've actually got them for 6 on net out of their 8 shots so far. So they haven't been winding up wild shot offerings. We've seen perennially, typically, it'll be Addie Pittman willing to pull up from about 30 yards and in any crease that she's had. She's only done that twice so far tonight. Both of them pretty well defended by the Bulldogs. So she hasn't been a huge factor, at least in those long shot attempts and trying to keep the defense honest. However, Ontario capitalizing when it mattered most. Their top 2 players, Jugovic and Pittman, combining for all 3 goals. Addie with a absolute dime of a pass on the second goal to Hattie.
That was not many players can make a pass like that on the pitch in high school soccer, and they just, I'm still in shock at how that played. Just glanced off the head of the defender and drops in for the goal to give the Lady Warriors the 3-0 advantage here as we get ready for second half action. Brian, we talked about our keys to victory earlier, but just what are some keys for both of these teams now that it's a 3-0 score as we start second half action?
Celina is not going to be able to put 8 back anymore.
No.
They can try at the beginning and then fill it out. And when I was speaking to their coaching staff before the game, that was kind of their game plan coming in here. We're not going to do anything special for their top 2 players. I know they're going to Akron and Ashland University. However, let's fill it out. Well, you felt the wrath, and you felt it pretty early. Now, you probably do have to try to mark up at least Hattie when she gets anywhere within about 40 yards of the net. But I think what they really are going to have to do is try to get an extra wing or maybe a midfielder involved more on the offensive attack. It's going to leave you vulnerable to some counter strikes, but it doesn't matter. If your season ends here, if it's 8-0 or if it's 3-2, it's all the same game. At the end of the day, your season ends. You got to come out here and try to produce more offense than what we've seen so far through 40 minutes for Celina. And on the flip side for Ontario, they've dominated the time of possession. I think they've really done well. And Jilly Grayson, one of the unsung heroes of this team, she has been doing an excellent job of reading, reacting on the back line, stride for stride with Rachel Rammel, the leading scorer on the team. So I'm not making too many adjustments if I'm Larry. He's forgot way more soccer than I've ever even thought to look at, though. So he might have saw something that I did not. And we'll find out probably here within these first 5 minutes if there's anything that is really going to change. But already you see Celina, they've got 8 on the outskirts of the box. So they feel the desperation.
Well, this is the first, I think, 5-6 minutes of the second half will tell a lot, because this is when you're going to get the biggest rush from the Bulldogs. You know, they're just out of the half. They're going to give you all they got. But if Ontario can hold off that first 5-6 minutes, I think it's going to be good, as this shot just goes wide of the net. But there's Celina applying the pressure right there.
This is what they need to do. I like this. It's not a bad shot. You're going back post, trying to take Fogel off guard. Dial those in a little bit more. And if the Bulldogs, if you can come out here, if you're Celina, this is a great team, man. I know that they're behind by 3. They've only lost twice all year. However, they haven't given up this many goals, period, the entire season. So while the Western Buckeye League is good, they didn't get great looks outside of the league this year when you look up and down their schedule. So this is a little bit more of a ferocious offensive unit. But if you're the Bulldogs, if you can at least get one, I think, here in the first 10 minutes, it changes a little bit of the perception out here. Again, these are high school kids, 16 to 18-year-olds out here on the field, man, and anything can change as they do try to drive one again from deep. And the Bulldogs, a couple shot attempts here in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, but also, you just said they only they've given up more goals here today than in the whole season. They haven't played in this situation yet this year. How are they going to react? I mean, this is new territory for them, so we'll have to see how they can do it. But this isn't good for them, being down this much this early, because it's new territory, and who knows if they'll just fall back, collapse, give you a couple chances, but it's looking good for the Warriors. That's a foul, the 7th against the Bulldogs here.
And that's a good sign to see Sasha bounce up, and she had a big smile after really having to peel herself off of the grass. And she's had 3 of those that I can remember where she's she's given up the body to be able to draw the foul, cut off the Bulldog at the point of attack. You always appreciate that from your seniors, doing anything that it takes to try to get the job done.
It's those hustle plays that could win you matches.
Strike this one down in the corner. We'll see if it checks up. It will not. Over the end line, a little too far out in front for Garrity. And we see the sophomore. She was relegated to more of a defensive mid in that first half. Looks like they're trying to prioritize getting her a little bit more involved up in the attack. She is the 3rd leading scorer on the team with 8 goals.
Here's a good chance for them. Great screen there, but not enough pepper on it. It's an easy save.
Shot on net. One of the best that they've had, Fogel. Fantastic positioning right there. But those are tough to judge off the one hopper, and especially on the natural grass too. It can bounce a little bit one way or the other. So we see Celina. I think they've got the proper game plan going here in these first few minutes. Try to attack the goal early and often if you've got even a little bit of a window. You never know what can happen. Like to see them crash a little bit more behind it, though, just in case you get a spill. But this is where Ontario is going to get some opportunities. Mia Moten, the freshman, left foot, deflected right back to her.
It's still in the box, yeah.
Just kind of a tussle. It was like a wrestling match there between Mia and that back line.
You're talking about spilling out, nearly spilled out for Ontario on that end.
Sasha down the far wing, looking to turn the
Oh,
corner
wow,
with
what speed.
ease. Crazy back post.
Oh.
One-timer for Kaylee Hale. The seniors almost dialed it up. Kaylee had a couple opportunities against Norwalk. This one front and center one time.
But, I mean, what a way to get that corner. It looked like she was cut off, and then just she turned it into overdrive, gets the corner, puts a beautiful cross on, and just a tad bit mishandled.
She's got a different gear that most just, they can't even fathom. They don't even understand. And that's why she's able to go around defenders. It looks like sometimes with relative ease. As Hale makes a nice play here off the shin guards of Garrity. Corner kick number 3 on the way for Ontario.
That's a great way to make up for the miss hit there. Give your team another chance to extend this to 4-0.
Ontario with 7 players in the box. See, they've got Moten mapped up on the keeper. Jugovic with the header. And it's cleared out at least momentarily. Johnson playing very high. But she hits this one, trying to hook up with Jaeger, but it's just this close.
Right off the front of the forehead, too. Knocked her down. If she starts her run maybe a tenth of a second earlier, that probably hits the right side of the forehead and deflects towards the net instead of right in the middle of the gourd, bouncing backwards. It knocked her off on her backside there.
I think you got to give Brennan Court a little bit of credit there, too, the freshman. Yeah. Just getting in between and not allowing Hattie to have full run.
But the Lady Warriors on another run.
Moten off the cross. Sidewinder. Stays in. Addie with the flip.
Come on.
We'll see. Kaylee Hale tracks it down. Jaeger setting it up for the right foot on net. Easy save.
Shot by Jordan Jaeger, picked up by Elena V. Horn.
Jordan from distance. She draws 2 defenders there. Kaylee Hale's unmarked at that point. I'd love to see her. She had her eyes down on the ball the whole time. She knew she was going to shoot it. Like to see her go right back to Kaylee there.
Yeah, wait till the last second instead of shooting it. Just give that little dish to the left side, because that left side of the net then would be open up. I know exactly what you mean. It's like that 3-on-2 basketball drill where you know the point guard's right at the top, jump stop wherever it's committed, go to the other way.
Ooh, Hattie takes a tumble. It was just on the outskirts of the 18. Meanwhile, here's Pelfrey. Just trucking
look
through.
at the fight by her. Great hustle to keep possession.
Now Cam has to pull herself up off the turf. Cameron, just a sophomore, getting the captain's nod here. Great ball here, left side for Court. See what the freshman's able to do with it. Blasts off back post, and I think that was intended to try to have Vanden Heuvel chase it down.
On the run.
Celina substitutions, Miley Wernz.
It will warrant a substitution as mass subs coming in for the Bulldogs.
Maddie Rammel.
And we touched on this a little bit in the first half, but in about 15 minutes from now, we'll see what kind of a difference it makes when you're doing these wholesale substitutions, if it pays off for you. Because, of course, you're going to have some type of a drop-off. You name your starters for a reason. Obviously, different players have different characteristics that you like when they check into the game. However, the Bulldogs have been much more accustomed to going deep into the roster here this afternoon than Larry has. He's making 1 sub at a time. So for Celina, we'll see if fatigue becomes a factor at any point here in the second half for Ontario. Most of these girls have played the bulk majority.
But guess what? Ontario's seen this. Clear Fork, they run this every year. They have mass substitutions. They have multiple players in and out, in and out. And the Lady Warriors have been able to, you know, take care of that to win the conference championship. So, again, Larry's squad used to seeing stuff like this happen.
Yeah, co-conference.
And speaking of him screaming for a foul there, first time I've heard Larry. That's the latest I've heard Larry Atkinson in a match. First time yelling.
What a diagonal there, though. Addie Pittman's so special.
I mean.
Now Jugovic is putting it in space for Stasha off the cross. Here's Addie!
Yes. I mean, my goodness.
Pittman with the latest goal. She's got the last two. Ontario stretching out their lead, but Sasha Bolakoski into the mixer, put it right in the barrel. Perfect placement.
That may as well just be the dagger for this one, Brian. I know there's still a half hour left in this, but that was,
number 17,
I mean,
Thomas.
A top play worthy, if there ever was one. Beautiful cross. Got the knee up, just a little flick with that left foot.
Let me
Take a
see
look
it
at it
again.
again. Yeah, look at that. Beautifully played. Over 3 defenders, too. It wasn't like it was a clean, open spot.
Ontario
I mean,
substitution, Will Harris.
This is my first soccer match of the year calling it, and I'm good. I've seen it all.
The beautiful game right now being played that way by the Lady Warriors.
Oh. I mean, tic-tac-toe passing right here. I apologize for the announcer jinx, right, as it happened.
But it's the seniors, and you just see the connectivity. 11, 12, and 19. They've got a feel for one another. Each of them have been starting for the last 3 seasons. Of course, Addie and Hattie broke on the scene as freshmen.
And we knew who they were before they broke on as freshmen as well. Not only because Larry, for like 2 years before that, was harping who he was getting, but just seeing them through, club ball, summer league ball,
international champions.
Yeah, you knew they were going to be something special. Speaking of champions, how about Jesse Ryder and his Mansfield Christian Lady Flames getting their first ever district championship all the way up at the Michigan border?
Yeah, had to travel, avoid a few moose up in the Canada area to play a district game, only 12 miles away from where their opponent plays, which is a little bit wild. But that's kind of the scenario here, too, for Ontario. So it's just the way that it's structured, and they really did try to get that game moved. In the Northwest District, they were kind of some bullies, I was told. Clear Fork today, they've got the boys and girls playing. They fought desperately to try to get changes of venues, and they said, no, we set these. This is what we're going with.
I want to know what the OHSA is going to do if Ontario and Lexington face in a regional. Where's that supposed to be, and where should it be?
Yeah, I'll look at the schedule real fast about where.
Yeah, actually, I have it up here, too. Let me get it.
Pull it up.
I mean, put it at StarTech. Put it at Arlen. I don't know. It's close.
It's supposed to be at Finlay.
Yes. That's not terrible, but still, I mean, both teams have to travel an hour when they could travel 5 minutes.
So that might be because it goes now to a regional, and it's no longer a district game. I think it becomes a bit more open play, and I really do think you put that game at Clear Fork. That's why I'm putting that game on the turf.
Yes. Jess Brokaw would love having another soccer match there, even if it wasn't her squad. That's the place to put it right there.
That is the place for the game. Lexington got to take care of business, though. Right now it's 0-0, right? That's midway through the second.
That's out of bounds, so let's – if I can get this – there we are. It's 1-1.
Oh, okay. So it looks like
Lady Lex just tied it up. 1-1. Okay.
So we've got a match going, and I think a lot of people were just kind of counting out Maumee based on the way that Lexington looked here in the semifinal. Wow. Were they impressive? They had like 80% possession against Madison, who they're super young, going through a transition now with Zach Huff out of the mix now. Congratulations to Lexington there to tie that thing up. And
oh, I'm sorry. Chris actually accidentally hit the wrong button. It's 1-0 Lex. Okay. So he accidentally hit the wrong team at first.
I was going to say it was 0-0.
There's the actual score.
Hey.
Lady Lex up 1-0. So
come on, Chris.
The dream is alive.
Yeah, Ontario still got to handle business here, but everything going to plan, according to plan for them at this moment. Off the cross, finds Grayson.
Oh, what a pickpocket.
Yeah, that was a thing of beauty. And they've got Pittman playing up top.
There's a chance.
And I think Yeah, this one looked like Addie might have just been a little bit out of breath here.
Yeah.
Normally she just tries to just take on defenders.
But let's take you back to the watch this.
Substitutions, number 4, Sydney McManus, number 13, Jordan Yeager.
Yep.
I'll take that.
A nutmeg steal. Had to use the word once tonight. And then, yeah, Addie just, yeah, I need a minute. Just knocked it forward. And luckily, it got deflected out of bounds, so Ontario keeps possession as well here.
Yeah, I don't believe the Pittman has checked out so far. We saw Jugovic get about a 4-minute window over on the sideline in the first half. Addie's gone the full duration of the match so far.
25 minutes left in that Lexington match. It's about the same time for both here.
How about that? All flicked down into space. Grayson cut it off. Poor pass by Van der Heuvel.
We're going to get offsides. Let's see on here if we can catch it. You saw the hesitation. I'll show you right at the beginning of the replay one more time here. But, yeah, they're going to reset anyway. But watch the hesitation right as we begin this replay. The stop at, I think that she was still offsides. The Ontario player still wasn't ahead of her there. And that little hesitation cost them maybe a chance of getting their first goal.
So credit Willow Harris. It looked like her body was actually turned facing towards Celina's goal, so I think she was trying to play a high line to present that exact problem for Rachel Rammel. Who's not been a big factor tonight. I think she's only had one shot.
And I mean, a testament to that Ontario back line. The speed really keeping her from creating much.
Grayson levels her. Now Jilly gets behind the ball, and how about this?
Oh, man.
On the money.
Right to Hattie, but she gets pickpocketed. But they're going to give it right back.
Jugovic going to flare it down on the right side. An opportunity for Llewellyn. Poked over into the forest.
Ontario's going to make a couple substitutions here.
Ontario substitutions, number 7, Kaylee Hale, and number 20,
so I'm
Mia
not
Moton.
The most learned of the beautiful games, so things like that, you know, for a defender just to knock it out of bounds when it's one-on-one, I still kind of get confused from that, but I know it's just you don't want to give any chances of maybe a breakaway, but I'd still, why don't you just keep it, turn, and boot it away instead of just flicking it out of bounds? I'm still,
so
for the casual fan, I'm still trying to figure out the chess moves that these teams make.
You want your friends to come get involved with you. If you're out there all by yourself, knocking it out of bounds, unless, as we get this struck by Pittman from deep, unless
shot wide, Eddie Pittman.
It's a very swift throw-in on the far sideline. If there's a ball boy or girl there that's able to pitch you the ball and you can get it in, it's typically you're waiting 10, 15, 20 seconds, and you can reset your defense.
So it's more of just let's get the defense back. Well, just in saying that, though, that takes time off the clock for the Bulldogs, and you're down 4-0. So that was my question, but I appreciate the answer. I now understand a little bit more. Are we going to get a corner here?
Looks like it went out in front of the flag, so it should be a
throw-in.
throw-in.
Throw-in, yeah. Approaching the midway point of this second half, Ontario, 22 minutes, 25 seconds away from back-to-back district championships.
The first time that they've accomplished that since 14-15.
It was right before I even came up to North Central Ohio. Was that one of the Final Four years?
No, I believe that was 11 and 13.
Now, have you done any research about the Lady Warriors, their path past maybe a Lexington in the regionals final, who they would face?
No, I haven't looked that far down the line. Obviously, you're even as a media member, we're going to take this approach one game at a time.
That's not what I do.
Let's see we can't look 2 matches ahead. You can look to the next one.
Coach Speak, come on now.
Oh, we're already looking ahead to Lexington.
I know. Yeah.
Haven't considered. We still got to see who wins here today within the other districts.
Mm-hmm. Another chance for the Bulldogs taken away. And just bounced too high there for even an attempt.
Look at that step up.
I mean,
Just the creativity is just, it's extraordinary. That's why AU
what a
and the
pass.
Eagles are all over her. But that would have been a tough play for Moulton. She was just trying to take on 3. But, hey, when you're a freshman like her, you're willing to try as Pittman. Or excuse me, that was Jugovic.
Shot by Jugovic, high over the
Deep
goal.
in the park.
well, here, we'll show that play right here, but
She just
Yeah.
doesn't even touch the ball. It's just a total dummy move.
She nutmegged herself to open that up. It is the holiday
Ontario
season coming up
substitution,
after
Jaslyn
1
Johnson,
week from now,
Sasha
so
Bullock
get
out.
that nutmeg out. Get ready to sprinkle it on your tea for your throat or some coffee or hot
I
cocoa.
could use it all.
Especially with what you have to do coming up here in about 2 hours or an hour.
Yeah, if you're invited to the Parson wedding coming up in Bucyrus, I will be there. I will be your form of entertainment.
And he has a voice.
Jory
about
might have to be on the
70% of a
microphone
voice.
tonight.
Nope.
Might be running camera.
I
more
just heard
often than
nope
not.
come from the outside.
Yeah, Jory thinks that she's just going to be on the back burner tonight. I don't know. She might be in a leading role.
Oh, is it going to be like our times DJing homecomings where she just takes requests and hands you the paper?
That's
There you go.
pretty standard.
Here you go.
We are making a video, though, for the wedding tonight.
Oh, nice.
So,
Well, congratulations to the happy couple.
certainly.
I'm going to be making my way down to Columbus, staying in the doghouse tonight. The good doghouse. The Brewdog Brewery has a hotel.
Yeah.
They have a fridge with beers right next to the shower. They want you to have shower beers. If you're wait for that shot. If you are a man that likes his beverages, one of the best beverages is a shower beer. I mean, gotta experience that here. Also going to see The Cursed Child tonight. My first ever musical.
Yeah, and explain to me again what
It's
that
Harry
is.
Potter.
Line of
Harry
substitutions.
Potter. The girlfriend, a huge Harry Potter fan. I'm also a fan of Harry Potter, and yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to going to the show.
I'm excited for you, Travis.
Thank you, sir.
I like the magic that's going to be involved with that. I'm sure it's going to be
Magical.
quite fun. We've got our intern here, the Emperor, as we like to call him. He's hitting me with some magic tricks.
Expelliarmus.
Ho-
Well, we're
hopefully
getting to
not
that.
curses. All positive.
No curse.
He said- yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
All good.
Okay.
Yes. A protection curse.
Yes.
Maybe a curse to help. Not a curse. A spell to help with the throat.
Here's Hattie on the left. Laser beam.
So Jackson, come here, I'll tell you what you're going to do.
Shot by
15th
Jugovic.
shot here for Ontario, and they're not quite as tuned in as they were in the first half. However, with the goal differential, these don't hurt you. Matter of
Nope.
fact, 30 seconds off the
Exactly
restart
what I was
here.
about to say. They run time off the clock. Keep it. Get it down deep in their end. Kick it as far as you can. Make them retrieve the ball, and then they have to reset and kick it in. And most likely, it's going to get back into your feet anyway.
I thought McManus was able to play this correctly off of Seafring. Oh, they are. Okay. Got the call right. And with that, we'll get a sub coming back in. Pelfrey returns, and Pittman's going to get her first break in the action.
Speaking of breaking the action, we actually get a break tomorrow.
Kind of.
I mean, it's trick or treat. We'll all be having the block party, but that and then
You know what? That's Jory's time to shine. All we really have to do is play music and then just
watch
like,
football.
you
You gonna
know.
have the TV outside?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got to make sure that the dads on the block party are all entertained.
Who the Browns got tomorrow? Or
I can't remember. I've been so focused on high school sports.
Oh, I know. I just know the Steelers are on Sunday night against the Packers. Aaron Rodgers' revenge game. But yeah, I don't know who the.
Not according to him.
You know who the Browns play tomorrow? Who? Oh, it's the Patriots.
Oh, and that's in New England. Oh,
Look at this kick. Free kick from the line. Nearly gets through the legs of the keeper. I mean, that was a boot. We'll watch. Look at it again, Ski.
launched. Well done by Yeager. Yeah, Ontario, they've got several girls offensively that can line up from about 30 yards and in and really take aim. We've seen Jaeger's kind of emerged as that third option that can do that. Obviously, Sasha, but she's such an unselfish player. We typically see Bolikoski. She's out on the wing, and she's lobbing those in to set up other teammates for goals. Was able to do that here today. A gorgeous feed for Addie Pittman, one of the best passes she's had all season. And Sasha now 20 assists, a career high for her.
Hey, selfless play right there. Gotta love the assist statistic. I mean, like Jason Williams, Jason Kidd, all known as they're Hall of Famers. Should be Hall of Famers.
Jason Williams isn't, but
yeah, I mean,
okay.
White chocolate. Give him the West Virginia native. I mean,
of all the great passers, you had to name the one West Virginia kid.
Darn right, my friend. Well, I mean Jerry West, but he scored as well.
Well, you're really getting old school. I'm older than you. Those aren't the names first that would come to mind, but that's okay.
Okay.
I love Jay Kidd from back in the day. I mean, heck, he was in college when we were in Pampers.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite.
Not quite, yeah.
Grade school.
We're not that old.
Not quite.
That's what we keep telling ourselves. Another substitution, both sides here as we get to 15 minutes left between. That's all. It's between Ontario and some gold medals.
Let's check back in on Lexington.
Yes, sir.
See if Lady Lex is still in the driver's seat. They are, leading 1-0. Obviously, similar time frame up there by.
Yep, it's about 14 minutes and 15 seconds left on the turf out there.
Rachel Rammel returned for Celina.
Yeah, really beautiful
Nothing
facility.
but corn, as you see in the background.
I believe that their old school got demolished by a tornado like 8 years ago, so they've got a full new build. Great setup. Seafring coming it back. Ooh, Pelfrey took a bad hit to the back of the head as that shot just went wide.
There's the replays. We'll get an injury timeout, but it was incidental. She just fell to the. She lost her footing and then kind of took a boot to the back of the head here. You know what? While the injury, you want to listen to Chris Bliley call the Lexington game? Or you want to keep it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where they tend to cam.
Yeah. So this is Mr. Chris Bliley on the call up at Lady Lex.
We're inside of Millbury Lake Stadium here as the Lady Lex off of the deflection, and right there was Audrey Wendling to clean it up and put it in. And they lead 2-0 right now. She gets a high five over there from Coach Morton. She gets a hug. I think Josh Furr's got his headline. He's over there on his phone right now. Jake. Ball played. Now it's taken away. They go in the middle to Simone Phillips, but there's that defensive back three. We talked about that being one of the keys. They haven't had to work too hard, but when the ball has gotten down there, they have been able to clear it really quickly. Here's a cross, and on the backside, Borowitz. It got past Lowry. Borowitz was there. Take a look here on that cross. Oh, my. Great opportunity there.
So Lady Lex now leads by a couple, setting up what would be the dream scenario for all of Richland County soccer faithful. As Coach Larry walking off with Cam Pelfrey.
Warrior substitutions, number 12, Hattie Jugovic, number 42,
that injury, the good part about it is that she just got bumped in the back of the head, so I think it just hurt. It wasn't one of those type of collisions where you'd be like, oh, man, she might have her brain rocked or a situation.
No, it was like
where
a
you
glance.
Yeah. I'm sure she's got a little lump above that ponytail, and she's going to be okay. Obviously, you never want to take a cleat to the back of the dome, but I'm sure Cam's going to be fine.
Yeah, that's the glory of the ponytail, too. A little extra cushion back there on the back of the board.
Certainly.
You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of benefits. Cool look as well. And plenty of these girls, I'm always I kind of watching the pregame to see who puts in that time and the energy and effort, because I remember when I was invited into the Madison locker rooms during their great runs with Taylor Huff and stuff, I sat there and I watched one of the braiding sessions. Dude, sometimes those can take like 20 minutes.
No,
a lot of work.
They're very intricate, like in depth right there. And that's one of the good things about maybe having a long bus trip is you get more time to get the hair all nice and did. So that if that stays at Findlay, maybe you'll be seeing some very good hairdos between maybe Lady Lex and Ontario, as we saw Lady Lex now leads 2-0 in that one.
That would be next Tuesday, and obviously what will carry that game, we'll just have to see where the venue is going to be, but it would make sense that you would put it here at home. Maybe even, never mind, I was going to say maybe even here, but I don't think that Ontario is going to be cool with that.
No, a home match? No.
Though, how many times has Ontario played Lexington here in the tournament? A bunch.
That's true.
They're pretty accustomed to it. I don't think they'd mind.
But they've already, this year was it at Clear Fork? The Clear Fork match?
That was at Ontario.
Okay, so they're used to playing on the pitch at Clear Fork, so a little bit bigger seating arrangement as well. Unless you want to sit on the hill, you can do that as well.
Yeah, but plenty of capacity out there. So, putting that issue out there right now, OHSAA, and for the site directors. Just get a foul here. It's going to go against Braelyn Llewellyn. Just ran through Natalie Sisselman.
Fourth foul against the Lady Warriors. So we are down to 12 minutes, 20 seconds left in regulation.
Oh my goodness.
Desperation time.
Yeah, you can start to feel it a little bit here. And for Ontario, too, they're kind of restructuring a bit. They're playing mostly with just Mia Moten up top. They do have some younger kids in Seacrest right now on the right back. This shot heads just a little right of goal by Garrity.
Kendall Thomas subs in for Ontario.
Kendall Thomas coming in. I'm going to be interested to see if there's a number 15 from Ontario that maybe makes an appearance at the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
It says on here, pronunciate Skoronski.
Is that correct?
Skoronski. It's, yeah.
I did get a call her name the other night in the semifinal match. She played in the second half, and it was the first live stream that I've done for Ontario this year, so that was pretty sweet.
Tears down the face, a little proud dad moment, eh? But no matter what, barring a miracle, your daughter's going to get more district championship medals than you and I combined.
No, I got one. I got a couple, yeah.
Okay. Well, then me.
Sorry.
I got a runner-up medal. But
I got 2 for basketball.
There you go. There you go. Ooh, just beyond the reach of Jugovic there. That could have been trouble for the Bulldogs. Still fighting. Still clawing here with 10 minutes left.
Nice effort here. Rose off the push.
Nice.
Jaeger responds.
I mean, she just kept with it despite, losing it for a second.
Get rid of it.
Draws the double team, and here's that same matchup with Rhodes.
And that's going to be a foul. She draws the foul.
Bulldogs fans don't love it. She didn't get ball there on that second effort in the first window. No whistle. And, of course, it was that extra there at the end. And they'll set up here. Can take dead aim on this one. And Pittman's got the leg strength to do it. We'll see how she elects to play. She's got 3 fanned out to the right, 2 to the left. She is going to take aim on goal. Oh! And that's Hattie. How about a Hattie for Hattie? She says, let me hear it.
Shot centered
And that is why you follow up a shot. That's why you spill in to the box right there. And, yeah.
That's a little cherry on top right there.
Yeah. Book it. District champs back-to-back, Ontario.
Get the T-shirts ready on the press, folks. One more look on the Eatmor Bundt. And speaking of eating, yum, 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 right there. And I do love, Hattie is just such a fun-loving person. She couldn't even look at the crowd. She was like, I want to hear from you guys. But she was also just like a little coy with it, too.
Mm-hmm.
What a career for her. 3 more goals tonight. 129 for her glorious career. Addie Pittman now a member of the 110 club. She has a couple today. She's up at 111 for her career.
And they will have at least one more match to add on.
60th win as well for the senior class here for Ontario. It's a really solid senior class, too. 4 players, all really high-level contributors. But we're talking about 3 that are – I don't know if I would put Sasha as an all-timer because Ontario's had such an awesome program. But she's kind of an unstoppable force this year. Just understands her role, and then the other 2 in the middle, obviously. I mean, you've got the video evidence. What more do you need to see?
Well, and that's exactly – she's that perfect complementary piece between the 2 scorers that just, bridges the gap a little bit. And yeah, you got to give it. You got to give all 3. You have to say they're all 3 great because maybe without her it's 90 goals instead of 110. Things like that. It's that third piece, that little piece of adhesive that keeps the 2 pieces of paper together or whatever. It's her.
The glue.
The glue. Yes.
Glue gal. As played here by Pittman, so it'll allow Von den Heuvel to get this throw in. It's a nice one in space right in front for Rammel. Turns it back, but has nobody tracking. Late run comes as well off the wing by Pearson. Looks like the Dogs kind of throwing in the towel here. Didn't quite see the same energy and effort. And this is the moment of the game right now where you felt like utilizing the bench, that they would have that extra gear that they'd be able to find.
All gears connecting, though, for the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, locked in. Watching them in the pregame, too. They're high school girls, and obviously they can be goofy and have a lot of fun. There was a lot of just girls within their own heads, and just getting focused up when I was watching them in the warm-up lines, and particularly the seniors, man. They were trying to get themselves in a zone, and we saw it early in the game. Hattie came out and really left her mark in the first 20 minutes of the action, and now they've been undeniable here at this point.
Stay tuned after the match. We will have the presentation of the trophies, and Brian will head on down and talk to one of the players for MVP.
Yeah, I'm gonna go co-MVP for sure. And you know what? I'm gonna try to rope in Sasha too. We'll definitely get Pittman and Jugovic. We'll talk to Sasha as well. So I think we're gonna have a 3-pack of MVPs here this afternoon. But if I have enough goodie bags, I don't want to leave anybody out. I think I at least have 2.
Oh.
Here's a chance, just checking in, Reese Miller! The freshman off the bench in the match for 30 seconds, making her presence felt. Oh, I'm sure.
That's awesome.
Where's Dad? I got to see. Where's Chris, man? I bet he is.
Goal scored by number 9, Reese
Got
Miller.
a big smile on his face. And I love seeing him at a lot of the JV batches this year and just talking to him about this is the first year that Reese has played soccer, I guess. She's been a volleyball player.
Way. Oh, wow.
Obviously a very aggressive kid. It's Chris Miller's daughter.
Yes, it's Chris Miller's daughter. Yeah.
That comes with a certain set of characteristics. And she's evolved and getting a district championship goal. That is so cool for Reese.
That's a memory she's going to have forever.
And we got the videotape for you,
yes,
Coach.
Yes, we do. That's so cool. I looked. I think he's on the auxiliary bleachers down further.
Oh, no, I do see him backwards cap. He's got to look cool here today. I mean, he's in the playoffs. got to play TCC,
Oh,
unfortunately.
my goodness. Lexington and Ontario possibly back-to-back weeks playing
Wow.
Toledo Central Catholic.
Wow.
Yeek.
So sometimes it doesn't always benefit you to
You get an extra
get
week of
higher
practice at
seeds.
least, but when you play a squad from Michigan that plays in Ohio,
Pretty good.
but at least they're not Iron Team. Oh, my.
Here's Miller again. The two freshmen
get
up
the
top trying to combo.
Ah, they're going to get offsides. I was about to say she's going to get an assist, too.
First offsides call against either unit.
We had one earlier on the Bulldogs.
Oh, fair. That's right.
There was that little hesitation move on the other side. But, yeah, pretty cleanly played in that category today. I'm so used to these matches being at 6, 7 o'clock, you know. I did not mean to say it that way either.
I think it's just built into the fabric now. Well, we'll see how long that one hangs around.
I hope not too long.
Still pretty new, but new-ish, I guess.
Yeah, newish.
Big collision. 9th foul here for Celina. Just a little extra, I think, from Pearson at the end, which had a couple of Ontario parents not so happy. But they're going to be thrilled here in about 4 minutes.
4 minutes left. See Greg and Larry. Greg starting to creep up towards Larry now.
Are they feeling the love? Maybe that's a stretch.
I'll let you decide. Off the pitch, absolutely. On the pitch, you know, they're both high competitors.
I got to say, they were both pretty relaxed today before the game. Don't normally get a lot out of Greg
They knew.
pre-game. He was pretty chatty.
I mean, they knew.
Pittman dancing, sets up Kaylee down in the corner. Just rips this one into the hands of the keeper. 10th shot on frame here for the Warriors.
I'm just continuing to pepper that goal.
Trying to preserve the shutout.
And I see the Lady Lex match going to break. I think it's a final.
So we've
Hopefully
got
not an injury, but I think it's a final. We're going to have the backyard rivalry for a spot in the Elite Eight.
Wow. How cool is that?
Down to 2:30 remaining here.
And as much as I already, this is the first year of it, I miss the district that we used to have here.
Oh yeah.
It will be very neat to get a regional between two of our local schools. I just hope that OCSA makes the correct decision and has that game in Richland County. That place will be absolutely packed.
Oh yeah. Great atmosphere. Going to be coming up on Tuesday. Also, we
2
were
minutes
talking
remaining
about
in the
Clear
contest,
Fork.
2 minutes.
Good luck. Both squads,
Let's
girls and
go.
boys, playing for district championships here today. I mean,
Both defending district champions for the Lady Colts.
kind of shocked at Madison. The Rams falling in
Yeah.
in that district final. You were there. Just
I didn't know about Southview until the other day, and when I started doing my research and I see who they play and their results, they were better.
little extracurriculars here.
Getting
That's gonna
chippy.
That's going to be a foul. That's going to be the 10th against the Bulldogs. I mean, they are the Bulldogs. But this is a spot for Ontario. Stay within yourself. Do not retaliate. You can't afford to get a card here.
No.
In the last minute 9 seconds, because that could be, it really could be disastrous for next week. So they just, let it go, play on, finish this out. And
But most importantly, just stay healthy in this last minute.
Yeah.
As you see Jilly really slow to get up.
I hear Larry again, too. I mean, the referee's got to keep this in the final 44 seconds.
Yeah, so if you're Emma Fogel, there is no need to tee this up very quick.
It is a final. 2-0. Lexington has won. It'll be Lexington and Ontario
Lexington won.
next week at, well, hopefully a place to be determined. But Lexington wins 2-0. They will face Ontario. Because why not?
Come on.
We've already had so many area team versus area team matchups and district championship matches.
9,
Mohawk,
8,
Monroeville.
7.
We had
6,
a couple others
5,
too, like volleyball and
4,
soccer. But, you
3,
know, it is time
2,
for another district
1.
championship for the Ontario Warriors, Brian.
2 in a row now for Coach Larry and his squad. What a feeling here for these seniors. A big hug from Hattie with Sasha
Fans with the final horn, the Ontario
They have
Warriors
done
will
it.
advance to the
Ontario
regional
marching
semifinal
on
at
into
Findlay
the
High School on
regionals.
Tuesday at 6 p.m. against Lady
The team
Lex
of
Minutemen.
Destiny really has had
Congratulations,
such a
both
big
teams,
build
on a
up
great
after
match
kind of a
this
slow
afternoon.
start to the season. Came out of the
Fans, we
gates
ask you to
1,
refrain from
2,
coming onto
and
the field.
1.
We will begin the awards
Since
presentation
then,
shortly.
they have been absolutely on fire. 14 wins over their last 16 matches. And we'll be back with your district championship awards presentation and, of course, an interview with the MVPs. Stay tuned.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
This is our in-body machine, so you're going to see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
Your post-game show was presented by Mechanics Bank. 6 nothing. A bloodbath here on the weekend before Halloween. Lady Warriors look like the true number 1 seed here as the Bulldogs get shut out. They hadn't given up more than 2 goals all year. That only happened once. And then here this afternoon, the Lady Warriors absolutely shred them. Hadi Jugovic with a 3-pack of goals. Addie Pittman had a couple. And then how about Reese Miller, the freshman, checking in off the bench, and she was an instant contributor.
Hey, that, like I said, that is a memory she will have forever, being able to come in and just, get a big goal, finish it off, and say, not only do I get a medal, but I get a district championship goal as well. I mean, what domination, too, by the Lady Warriors. They just, from the start, that early goal set the pace, and they just went off after that.
I just think that this team is different from the last couple of years, from what we've seen from them in tournament where they got upset by Madison and Lexington, and now in the senior year for these 3-star players who I'm going to talk to here after the match. Try MVPs here today. Hattie, Addie, and then Sasha, who's waving at all their fans right now.
Hi, Mom. But, I mean, just look at the stats. It's just most of the shots came in the first half by the Bulldogs, too. They're down 1-0. They had a couple chances. 0-0, they had a couple chances. But then after that, it was just all Ontario, just controlling the pace of this one.
They were able to do that through the midfield as well. They were a little bit quicker to the punch. And I think that their pressure within the midfield, which was my key to victory this afternoon for the Lady Warriors, boy, did they check that box in a major way. Devastating Celina.
Yeah, and now we will be set up with the matchup. Once again, they met beginning of the year. They're meeting again in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, Lexington, one of only 3 losses for Ontario this year. And obviously it was very early on, a 4-2 outcome. Most goals that Ontario's allowed all year, so I'm sure that they're very excited to get another shot at Lady Lex, and obviously we'll talk to them about that. We'll now turn it over to the announcer here as we issue the medals for both teams and a great season here for the runner-up in the district, the Celina Bulldogs. Let's hear it for them.
Presenting the awards this afternoon will be Principal Jenna Hodge. When your name is called, please come forward to receive your individual medallion. Number 2, Miley Wernz. Number 3, Natalie Zisselman. Number 4, Emery Dixon. Number 5, Madison Munsinger. Number 6, Kirsten Garrity. Number 7, Alana Vondenhavel. Number 8, Ruby Schleicher. Number 9, Jada Hiley. Number 10, Michaela Mullins. Number 11, Campbell Gass. Number 12, Bria Pearson. Number 13, Colby Kinney. Number 14, Peyton Rhodes. Number 15, Alexa Pearson. Number 16, Brinley Huber. Number 17, Rachel Rammel. Number 18, Alexis Seifring. Number 20, Brenna Court. Number 22, Maddie Rammel. Number 23, Haley Ritchie. Number 24, Allie Hemmelgarn. Number 25, Lena Rhodes. Number 28, Bernie Kramer. Number 30, Annabelle Dabbled. And number 32, Elena Vehorn. Celina assistant coaches, Dylan Luth, Nicole Fennig, and head coach, David Hammonds. And now we will recognize the 2025 OHSAA Division 3 District Champion team, the Ontario Warriors. Presenting the awards this afternoon will be Principal Chris Smith and Assistant Principal Johnny King. When your name is called, please come forward to receive your individual medallion. Number 00, Molly Weaver. Number 1, Emma Fogel. Number 2, Briella Hall. Number 3, Jaslyn Johnson. Number 4, Sydney McManus. Number 5, Braelyn Llewellyn. Number 6, Ella Tem. Number 7, Kaylee Hale. Number 8, Cameron Pelfrey. Number 9, Reese Miller. Number 10, Maya Fox. Number 11, Addie Pittman. Number 12, Hattie Ugovich. Number 13, Jordan Yeager. Number 14, Logan Goldbach. Number 15, Aaliyah Skoronsky. Number 16, Tyler Harris. Number 17, Kendall Thomas. Number 18, Willow Harris. Number 19, Sasha Bulakovsky. Number 20, Mia Moten. Number 21, Julie Grayson. Number 22, Serena Caudell. And number 42, Elena Seacrest. Managers, Keaton Kilgore and Charlotte Wagner. Assistant coaches, Addison Sandrew, Stacy Seif, Greg Atkinson, and head coach Larry Atkinson. Now, would head coach Larry Atkinson and the Warriors captains please come forward to receive your trophy. Once again, congratulations to the Ontario Warriors, who will now advance to the regional semifinal match.
And there are the seniors getting the second consecutive district championship trophy to bring back to Ontario. Not a very far drive for them, as the celebration is now on here at Lexington. Ontario has done it. The number 2 seed survives, advances, and now they get the backyard rivalry rematch that we have all been anticipating since we saw the district breakouts. Lexington taking care of Maumee today 2-0. Ontario taking care of business 6-0 here this afternoon.
I mean, I thought you were going to break. I thought you were about to cut the break, but no. I mean, this was just a dominant performance. This is Ontario. This is this district, the old district, showing out that this is why it's one of the best districts in the state of Ohio. You have 2 teams, maybe 3 if Clear Fork gets it done, out of this old district that wins district championships. I mean, they just take care of business, and now we're going to have a team in the Elite 8. One step away from the Final Four. It's just a matter of, is it going to be Ontario? Is it going to be Lexington?
Ontario has been there twice. They've broke through. Should have been a state champion.
Don't.
I already brought it up to Larry.
Oh, man.
When he was on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. He hasn't forgot it. He still feels like they got jobbed in that game. But you know what? This is a new dawn, a new era, new team. Still same winning culture for the Lady Warriors, who are getting their district championship
photo,
gotta get
in the
baby.
Middle. Everybody gets centered. Come on.
That's
there
right.
you go.
Here we
there
go.
you go.
And we do have Jackson Yoder down on the sideline. He's getting some post-game pictures for us. So we will have some awesome pictures to post. Whoa! Oh, it looks like we just had some people trying to escape.
Yeah. There we go. Anyway, Brian, I'm going to let you run down to the field and get ready for our MVP interview. I think you have a few nominees that you're going to go for. So
I do.
Yeah.
We got a 3-pack coming
Yep.
up. I've only got 2 goodie bags, so we're going to let the girls fight over it. Actually, Hattie already got one here in the semifinal, so I think it's only fair that Addie and Sasha will get them. So I'm going to go try to wrangle those 3 seniors, and we'll be back with that. MVP interviews on the way.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
We carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
This afternoon's district championship brought to you on the OH Report and the NFHS Network. Thanks to our generous sponsors, Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Panchos Tacos. Come on down to Panchos Tacos to get the best food and drinks in town, located in Mansfield, Belleville, and now Mount Vernon. Try our delicious tacos, rice bowls, fajitas, and of course margaritas after the game. See you soon, amigos. Eatmor Bundt Co, located in Mansfield, specializing in delicious bundt cakes and amazing cookies. Sutton Bank, earn a cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Casasa. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. Charter Next Generation, hiring for high-paying jobs in a cutting-edge environment. and Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source, helping you choose effective vitamins and supplements and can prepare custom medications as prescribed by your healthcare provider or veterinarian to manage hormone balance, mouth soreness, pain, autoimmune conditions, and many more. Thank you all for allowing us to bring you this match on the OH Report and the NFHS Network.
I am back now with the senior trio, your tri-MVPs here today, presented by Sutton Bank. I've got Addie Pittman, Heidi Jugovic, and Sasha Bolakovsky. Congratulations. Just talk to me about the emotions of being district champions for back-to-back seasons now.
It's so surreal. I feel like it's such a great accomplishment we've all worked so hard for on and off the field. We knew what the stakes were coming into the game. We had a meeting before the game, just preparing, like mentally preparing before the game, and to just more importantly, like go out for each other. So surreal and just so happy for us.
Yeah, and you three, you play so well off of one another. It's just definitely that there's a feeling that you get anytime that you're within the same vicinity, that you just know where the other person is going to be, Hattie. And it felt like you really set the tone here today out of the gates here. So your mindset coming into this one felt like you were really focused, and to get those 2 early goals, how cool was that to start the match that way?
I mean, that was incredible. It was awesome. It was a great ball by Addie. And to just finish early, we knew we all had to come out hard, that this was going to be like a very intense game, and whoever's going to score first was going to have the momentum, and we did just that.
And then Sasha, great job out on the wing. Your speed, you're such a difference maker every single time you're on the field. And I think one of the best passes I've seen all year when you set up Addie in front of the goal here today. So to have that connection and have it to be with one of your fellow seniors and one of your probably favorite people on earth, just talk to me about that moment.
It's honestly such a great moment. I've been playing with Addie since I can't even remember, but it's just so nice. We have such good chemistry on the team. We're like sisters, and it's just great to have that moment with her and be able to create good opportunities with each other.
Early start time here for noon. Talk to me about pregame preparation. What'd you eat? How'd you get ready? Did you sleep well last night? What was it like for you?
Oh, yes. We made sure that everybody was in bed by 11 p.m. last night, and we made sure we texted everyone to have a good breakfast. And before the bus left, we had like a team meeting to get everybody's like energy up, and it was just like go time, like get everybody ready.
Do you have any pregame rituals?
I don't know, probably listening to music and like visualizing. That'd be mine.
And then Addie, did you have a pregame breakfast of choice?
I had some fruit and some pancakes.
Looked like it paid off here today. 2 more goals for you, and I think what's most exciting is moving forward, Lexington, a 2-0 winner, one of the only teams to beat you guys this year. You get to play them in the regional semifinals. How much are you looking forward to that rematch?
I'm so looking forward to it. I'm so excited. I have a bunch of friends from club that are like my sisters as well in the off season, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. They're a good team. They'll come out hard, but hopefully we can come out even stronger, and it'll be a good game.
You hear that Lexington's next on the calendar. I just kind of saw your face change there. What does this next matchup mean to you?
I mean, it's always going to be a rivalry. I mean, we're 15 minutes away from each other, and to play them again and have the second shot after they beat us earlier in the year, we're ready. We'll be ready.
And then finally, Sasha, to get to a regional championship, if you are able to knock off Lexington, your next opponent, how meaningful would that be to you and obviously the entire senior class?
I mean, it would be so meaningful. I mean, that's been a goal from the beginning, is just to get far in the tournament, no matter who we play. So playing Lexington will be a good game, and hopefully, yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, we're looking forward to that one. I know you guys got a celebration to get to. Before we do, of course, we got a chance for shout-outs here. Sasha, we'll let you go first.
Just my friends and family that are always supporting me at the games.
Hattie?
To my parents, they're always my biggest supporters.
And Addie?
All glory to God. So, God.
3 good ones right there. All right, we got a gift bag here for you, Addie, one for you, Sasha. You've already got one, some really cool stuff in there. Thank you so much. Congratulations, girls. You're Sutton Bank MVPs.
Are you looking for a solid career, job security, great pay, and rapid advancement? An important role with a global leader that invests in state-of-the-art technology, develops world-class solutions, and is committed to a cleaner tomorrow? Yeah, we have just what you're looking for.
We carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
Back here to finish things up in the Mechanics Bank post-game show. Lady Warriors heading on to the regional semifinal. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible today. First of all, Mr. Commentator, play-by-play commentator, Brian Skoronsky. I'm Travis Berardi, color commentator, Jory Skoronsky, Jackson Yoder here as well. Jory on the camera work. Jackson, you'll see his photos here in a little bit, and all of our sponsors as well. We're going to finally take a day off. However, Clear Fork boys and girls soccer coming your way here tonight. Catch up with them, and then we'll see you on the podcast on Monday. But for all of us here, it's been a fun week on the OH Report. We got another one coming your way next week. We will see you then.